If I lose everything in this world, please don't let me lose you. This was the silent prayer of a boy named Eli, a boy whose presence was as unnoticed as a single leaf drifting on a city sidewalk. Eli's world was framed by the cracked bricks of a small neighborhood church in Detroit, where he found shelter on worn wooden pews and survived on fragments of kindness offered by strangers. While other children dreamed of bicycles and video games, Eli's wishes were quieter, yet infinitely more profound. He prayed not for things, but for a heart that would never turn cold. He prayed for an unbreakable strength, not of muscle, but of spirit. Life's harsh lessons came early and often. By 14, Eli was sweeping diner floors after school, his hands roughening before adolescence had even ended. At 17, he lost that job, not for tardiness or error, but for giving away a meal free of charge to a homeless woman whose weary eyes mirrored those of his mother. By 20, Eli's days were consumed by grueling construction work, and his nights by the cold floors of shelters. Every penny he earned was saved with a purpose he could scarcely name. But every night before sleep, he folded his hands and whispered the same vow: "If I lose all else, don't let me lose my faith." Many scoffed at his belief, calling it naive in a world so unforgiving. Yet faith, Eli knew, was not a shield from suffering, but the quiet flame that refused to be extinguished amidst the storm. One bitter winter evening, Eli's path crossed with a small, shivering girl outside a grocery store. Barefoot and trembling, she seemed fragile as a winter's snowflake. Eli searched his pockets and found only $5, his last, and with it he bought her warmth, food, and a threadbare blanket. As he wrapped her against the cold, the girl looked up with eyes bright despite the night. "My mom says God sends helpers when we're scared," she said softly. Eli's heart swelled with an unspoken truth. "Maybe I was sent tonight," he whispered back. His pockets emptied, but his soul was full. Days later, Eli collapsed under the weight of exhaustion and hunger. When he awoke, the sterile hospital light greeted him, but it was the gentle presence beside his bed that stirred his hope. A woman held his hand, and beside her sat the same little girl, now safe and warm. "You don't know us," the woman said, "but my daughter never forgot the man who saved her that night. What you did changed her life." She handed him an envelope inside, a job offer from a construction company that believed in second chances. "We don't call it luck," she said softly. "We call it answered prayers." Years passed. Eli rose from laborer to project manager, then leader, building affordable homes where hope could grow for families in need. Yet no matter his success, every morning before the bustle of work, Eli paused to whisper the same prayer he had spoken as a boy. "If I lose anything today, my strength, my wealth, my position, please don't let me lose you." Because Eli had learned what many never do until it's too late. Faith does not guarantee an easy path. It promises the strength to endure, to rise, and to keep moving forward when everything else falls away. When life strips us bare, what remains is the true measure of our wealth, the heart we hold on to. If the story touched you, comment faith. Don't forget to subscribe to Sage Storytime for more inspiring and life-changing stories.